Hi guys, my name is Karthik and I am from www.executeautomation.com and welcome to the all new course of our Execute Automation Reporting System, or otherwise called as AIRS, and Execute Automation Test Harness System, or otherwise called as EATS. So in this course, we will be discussing about Visual Studio, SQL Server, Web Services, PowerShell, and Pickles to make a complete reporting system as well as test harness system. What is AIRS and EATS? Are they some special kind of tools for automation testing? Almost yes. It's going to be a automation reporting tool, but we are going to build them from the ground up. So what's so special in AIRS which other reporting systems don't have? Well, Execute Automation Reporting System, or otherwise called as AIRS, is going to be a unified reporting system for any type of automation testing which is built using ASP.NET application. Meaning, AIRS will support any kind of automation testing tools and technologies you can use, like Selenium, CoderUI, Appium, or Robotium, etc. As that said, AIRS is going to have following features built right into it, like single point reporting for automation testing, historical test report maintenance using AIRSDB, historical search using AIRSDB, historical store for external reports like Pickles. Now you can see that AIRS can store all your organizational test execution in just one place due to historical maintenance of data in AIRSDB. Execute Automation Test Harness System, or otherwise called as EATS, is going to be a PowerShell script which does following operation unattended, meaning without any human intervention. The following operations are this. It is going to execute the test that you wrote. It is going to perform pickle operations. We'll discuss about pickle operations and what kind of different operation that is going to make in our course. Insertion of historical data with additional processing operations. That also we'll be discussing in this course. What is those additional processing operation? And this script greatly helps while working with CI, or otherwise called as continuous integration systems like TFS, Jenkins, TeamCity, etc. Well, we also have what is called as EAWS, or otherwise called as Execute Automation Web Service, which can then be consumed by any of the custom framework or a client to insert record on our AIRS. It is going to look something like this. We will have something like a client. The client can be a Execute Automation framework or the custom framework that you wrote, and it can consume the EAWS, or otherwise called as Execute Automation Web Service, and the web service will in turn insert the record into AIRSDB. Once the data is inserted into DB, you can then view the result in Execute Automation Reporting System UI. So this kind of entire architecture is also the one part of the discussion in this course. Well, what is the prerequisite before building AIRS and EATS? One must have following software installed on his or her machine before starting the course, like Visual Studio 2015 Community Edition or above, SQL Server Express or above, PowerShell 5.0, IIS 8 or above. These are the minimalistic requirement for anyone who is going to start this course. Well, what is the prerequisite knowledge before taking the course then? One must have the following knowledge or good understanding on C#, ASP.NET, Web Services, SQL Server, at least basic queries and basic store procedures, PowerShell or any shell scripting language. So these are the prerequisite knowledge before taking this course, which means in this course we will not talk about any of these languages and technologies, at least the basic stuff. But we will be writing a lot of code using these tools and technologies. Can I see how the what so-called AIRS gonna look like? Of course, yes. It's gonna look something like this. This is our Execute Automation Reporting System. And you can see we have a menu bar with a home page and merge report. And we have some test report summary containing some of the filters like test case ID, name search, and date search. And we have some grid showing all the result. We'll see a quick demo of how it looks like in a minute. How does this EATS work? Well, let's see a quick demo then. This is what our test harness system is going to perform. It is going to be a PowerShell script, as I said. If I hit enter, it will start the execution of the test, and you can see that once the test starts, it will automatically insert the record in our Execute Automation Reporting System as well. And you can see it is blazing fast. It has performed 3 test execution and the test got completed, as you can see here. And to see the report, how it looks like, you can quickly see that using our Execute Automation reporting system. So as you can see, the last execution cycle was 137. Let me quickly refresh this, and you can see here it's 138, the latest one. If I hit this, and you can see this is going to be the test execution report, and it has the feature name, scenario name, step name, exception, and result. And you can see we have completed the execution of employee and the login operation. So it has completed totally 54 steps execution, and it has also shown that in a report. And the good news for people who have already purchased the course like Automation Framework Development with Selenium C# Advanced or Advanced Framework Development with Coder UI Test 2015 is we have a exclusive videos for integrating the Execute Automation reporting system and Execute Automation test harness system in these two frameworks. And how much effort will it take to integrate ERS and EATS with my existing framework or any EA Auto framework? Seriously, it's super easy. Less than 10 line of code is enough to integrate your Execute Automation reporting system with your existing framework. So, excited? Then let's get started.